move, which I am a lot, I play games on my iPad. The one I'm playing at the moment is a game called Plunder Pirates. It's a build and battle game where you can tap people all over the world, and it's got a wonderful 3D technology, and you can explore worlds and level up your pirate islands and stuff.
So we're in the headquarters in a lovely old house in Leamington Spa of one of the UK's smartest young games companies, Midoki. They've got a hit called Plunder Pirates. My cameraman is John.
Hello.
John Webb, one of the founders of Plunder Pirates. What is Plunder Pirates and what have we got going on here? You've got the game on there.
Plunder Pirates is a mobile build and battle game where you have to build up your island and pirates and become the most feared band of motley pirates in the world. And this is one of the rooms of the studio. This is where all the coding happens. Making new features, debugging new features. Currently we're moving it over to Android.
And why are we in Leamington Spa?
We're in Leamington Spa because it's a great hub for game development, game talent. I think the pool of talent is so rich in Leamington, it's easy to get the right people from here.
Hi, what's your name?
Hello, I'm Ben.
And what are you working on here?
I'm currently fixing bugs in the Russian version of the game.
So here we are in the art department. We've got various sketches. What are we seeing here, John?
This is generally some of the new and top secret pirates we're looking to put in the game in the next few months. And
am I allowed to see these?
Why not? Go on.
So this is an exclusive preview. Who's this?
This is Black Bart.
Black Bart.
Yes.
Black Bart.
People will hear more about him shortly.
Dan, you're in charge of the art here?
I'm the director in the studio, yes.
Right, and what makes this game a success in your view?
I think one thing is the art style. It's very much a global style, and it's all simple. It's stylized. It's something you want to have in your hands, and that's how you was designed, like having your virtual little toys in your iPad, really.
John, this game could have just bombed when you launched it. I mean, it's a huge risk, isn't it?
You're right, it is a huge risk. And I think fundamentally, well, we believed in it. We believed in the product. We thought it was a great game. We thought it looked awesome. We thought it took advantage of the latest mobile devices. And we thought, why not? This is the one we really want to go with. And it's proved to be successful.
Just give us a little picture of how successful it's been.
When I entered the digital world, I floated a company called IDOS and we launched Tomb Raider Lara Croft. These days I'm very excited by the apps market. The very first game in the console area that had a strong female character, athletic, independent, intelligent character, and also gave me a very good insight into what creates value in a company. If you own your own intellectual property and hang on to that intellectual property, you get the revenues not just from the publishing of that, but all the incremental revenues from licensing and merchandising. So what started off as a sketch, a 2D sketch on a piece of paper, becomes a multi-million-dollar franchise. Well, video games, to my mind, goes beyond entertainment, and you can take many of the processes used in playing a game to actually be a sort of invisible learning tool. So when you're playing a game, you're solving problems, you're learning intuitively, you're taking risks and not being afraid of failure. There's a community built around games. Games are certainly creative. A game like Minecraft, which is like effectively digital Lego, where you're constructing your own world and sharing those worlds with your friends. Even hand-eye coordination these are part of your life skills. So you're problem solving, you're communicating, and these are sort of invisible training for the future. And that hands-on approach to problem solving, I think, is a skill that enables you as a simulation of the workplace to succeed. So what should you do to get into the industry? Well, if you're not able to join a company, you should partner with somebody who has skills that are helpful to you. So if you're a designer, you need programmers and artists, and just build it and learn from that building, but fail fast and see if you can gain an audience and see what they like and what they don't like. Use your data, because data and metrics is really important to find out what parts of that user experience is valued, and then iterate, and if that fails, take your learnings and make another one. Remember Angry Birds from Rovio? It was their 51st game. It wasn't their first game. So allow yourself to fail. Well, in the case of Tomb Raider, there was a game that already existed in the company called Rick Dangerous. Now, Rick Dangerous was a central character of a tomb raiding game, but he looked a little bit like Indiana Jones. So the decision was made corporately to have a new character. And Toby Gard, who was an artist at Core Design or developers, had looked at the cultural impact of women in the 90s, the rise of girl power, role models like Nana Cherry and Tank Girls, and he sort of caught the mood of the moment and said, look, there's no game ever had a female character before. What do you think of this? And he showed me this sketch of Lara Croft, and everyone thought, oh, how crazy, but let's run with it. So online gaming, PC gaming, and of course mobile gaming. Smartphones have had an incredible impact on games as not just an economic contribution to society, but also a cultural one. Everywhere you go now, you see people on public transport playing games on their smart devices. And there's going to be 1 billion new smartphones coming into the world in 2017. The games industry today is worth $90 billion in revenue. And there's something for everybody. It's rich culturally as well. So there's diversity in content, and there's diversity in people playing it, young and old, male and female, are playing games. And Apple made a very substantial contribution in that. In the console era, you had to control a controller with 16 buttons, and that was intimidating for many people. But suddenly Apple comes along with swipe technology, so anybody with a single swipe of their finger can play games, and that's opened a whole new audience. So this is additive to it. So that's why the explosion of interest in gaming is because it's enabled people who never thought themselves as gamers to be able to play games. That's impossible to say. It depends where I am. If I'm at home, I enjoy playing games like FIFA with my sons, but if I'm on the move, which I am a lot, I play games on my iPad. The one I'm playing at the moment is a game called Plunder Pirates. It's a build and battle game where you can tap people all over the world, and it's got a wonderful 3D technology, and you can explore worlds and level up your pirate islands and stuff.
If you hear my voice echo, be assured I'd always be there for you and all those that we were could ever do.